Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Iceworks here in Syosset, New York, as LISN, LI Sports Network, proud to present this presentation of AAU college hockey for the Empire Collegiate Hockey Conference. Tonight, a good one. Farmingdale State College Rams hosting the Stony Brook University Seawolves. I'm Brady Campbell joining you here tonight, and we're excited here as both teams concluding the final few minutes of their warm-ups. The Rams coming into this one red hot. They're creating a little bit of a winning streak here. Their last time out back on the 8th, a 7-1 victory yesterday against Sacred Heart, and they did it in a big way as well. And the top two goal scorers, top 2 point getters do it again. James Jensen, Brendan Dixon. Almost seems like they're competing for the team lead in points. 22 for Jensen, 21 for Dixon. And Dixon has been on fire as of late, putting the puck in the net. 10 goals on the year. Had a big final minute goal to give Farmingdale a victory a few weeks back against Fordham. Added on a few hat tricks as well in the process. And has been able to stay out of the box in doing so. Just 2 penalty minutes on the year, getting the start tonight in between the pipes for the Rams. Luke Richardson has started 12 games thus far. A 3.42 goals against, .894 save percentage. He's 7-3-2 on the year. We'll look to add one into the win column tonight against a tough Stony Brook squad. They come in 9-3-0, 18 points. That's good enough for first place in the Empire Collegiate Hockey Conference Division 3. Their last time out back on the 27th, a 6-2 victory over the same Sacred Hearts Pioneer squad. And now both these teams will match up. Farmingdale comes into this one 9-3-2 on the year, 20 points. That's good enough for first in the Division 2 conference for the Empire Collegiate Hockey Conference. And for Stony Brook, Tyler Edmonds has led the way through just 12 games. He has 6 goals, 15 assists, 21 points on the year, as well as 2 power play goals and assists. Brandon Gerstein not far behind, 18 points on the year. Hasn't registered anything on the power play, but he'd love to come through on the man advantage here tonight. And getting the start for the boys in navy blue tonight, Stony Brook, number 30, Nick Guadano. Started 6 games so far this year, 3.70 goals against, .897 save percentage, 3-2-0 on the year. Both teams finishing up warm-ups here. We'll have the national anthem as well, and we'll return for puck drop here momentarily on LI Sports Network between Stony Brook and Farmingdale State College. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Farmingdale State College and Stony Brook University here on LI Sports Network. Brady Campbell with you, just about set to go. We'll run you through the starting lineups really quick for Stony Brook. Tyler Edmonds getting the start at center, and he'll be paired up with Aiden Hallisey and Stephen Richardson on the back end. It will be John Brachia, and he'll be paired up with Jack Mancini in net. Number 30, Nick Guadano. Meanwhile, for Farmingdale, Luke Richardson in the net. James Jensen, Brendan Dixon, Nick D'Alessandro. The forwards on defense, Kevin Manzi and Lawrence Lena. We're set to go. As we're in the face-off done, here we go. Sticks down, puck down, we're underway. Farmingdale wins the face-off back. Manzi stumbles down, gets back to his feet, and Stony Brook with the first chance. That pass gets blocked, and Farmingdale clears it, gets through everybody, goes all the way down. It will be an icing call to start the game. So face-off coming back down in the Farmingdale end. Between the pipes. Standing there, number 31, Luke Richardson, as the face-off. 1-2, Hallisey, who was poked off his stick. Work back to the point for Brachia. Shot deflects, goes into the netting. Out of play, we'll do it again. There's 22 seconds gone in period number 1. Both these teams in similar situations coming into the game. Stony Brook is Division III, Farmingdale Division II. But Stony Brook 9-3-0, Farmingdale 9-3-2. So despite not playing necessarily in the same division for their conference, still a big game for both these teams. As this one cleared ahead by the Rams. Brachia steps up though and comes back in, tries to step through, knocked to the ice, gets some help from Hallisey. Puck tangled in the corner. Hallisey recovers it behind the net. Centering pass out in front. A chance just missed wide. That one coming off the stick of Edmonds. Farmingdale clears. D'Alessandro down the right side. Swings one towards the front. No one there. Dixon plays it behind. Jensen on it. Tries to chip it back to the point. It got picked off. Still finds its way back. A shot blocked and cleared out of the zone. Saccone, number 21 in white, able to hold it. As he took a funny hop there off the glass. Sends it around the boards. Dixon takes the puck from behind off the stick of Mancini. Comes back to the point. Thrown down into the corner. Puck free at the half wall. Saccone steps down, fires one towards the net. It missed. And first one on it, sending it out of play there was number 74, Stephen Richardson. So face-off will stay in the Seawolves end. Just over a minute and a half gone in period number 1. Seawolves win the draw. Chipped around the net by Mancini. At the half wall, cleared ahead. Saccone just outside the blue line. We'll play it back. Turn pass for Saccone. Trying to send it ahead just out of the reach of its intended target. But followed up there by Luke Lafada. Taken away, though. Could be a chance up the ice for the Seawolves. Brandon Gerstein sprung into the zone. Catches up to the puck. Trying for the centering feed. Got all the way out to the point. Pinching down is Daniel Sorkin. All the way behind the net and around with it at the half wall. He's pressured by Saccone. Kept in, though. Sorkin backhands one towards the slot. Hit Lafada and cleared out of the zone. Taken away, though, by Sean Dwan. Ahead for Gerstein. Chips it ahead, trying to spring in his teammate there. That was once again Sorkin with the chance, but it was knocked off his stick. And here come the Rams back the other way. Down the wing. A chance here. They score! Farmingdale strikes first. 1-0 lead. Just under 3 minutes into the hockey game. And it's Christopher DeAndrea who gets him started there down the right wing. 5-hole on Guadano. The Rams off and running. So DeAndrea, his 8th of the season. Rams trying to get another as that pass got all the way past Donald Pace and into the corner. Back for Manzi at the point. Nice move to step down. Tries for the backhand pass, deflected in. Couldn't tell exactly who got it. It could have been Ian Rabaric. Either way, it's a 2-0 lead for Farmingdale. That's the tail end of it there, but Manzi made a nice move, backhanded it toward the front. It hit Rabaric and went in. Hit someone and went in. I think it was Rabaric. We'll get the official ruling on that goal momentarily. Either way, 2-0. Rams out of the gate. But here come the Seawolves. Possible 2-on-1 chance. Centering feed and a save Richardson. And it goes off to the corner. Richardson denying Ketograd there. Jason Ketograd. Meanwhile, the Rams back the other way. Puck comes towards the front. A few Seawolves there to rescue it back to the point. Lena keeps it in, sends it around. Pace. Across. Centering pass blocked off towards the half wall. Chipped ahead. Not out though. Tyler Wadika behind the net for Pace. Strikes to the backhand. His tough angle try was denied. And chipped out of the zone. And blown dead for a hand pass. So face-off will stay just outside the Stony Brook end. Tied up on the draw initially, then fired into the zone by Farmingdale. This one sent ahead and moving it quickly, Tyler Edmonds. Just past Howasey and chipped out of the zone. Farmingdale turning the pressure up. Moving it quickly though, Brent Birdie. But taken away. Here's Farazi. Center point. Pass just a little too far from Merviak. Sent back to the point. Farazi waiting for it there. Looking for the redirection and a good save by Guadano. Puck comes all the way back to the point again. Merviak drag, shoot, save made. Farazi picks up the rebound. Trying for a centering pass. It got blocked off towards the point. Farazi in the corner. His centering feed attempt was blocked. Throwing back around. Third out by the Seawolves. Sent right back in. And turning with it, Birdie. Reverses course for Brakia. Fires one up ahead out of the zone. But quickly turning back around with it here and coming into the zone is Farmingdale. They turn it over at the blue line. And Edmonds trying to come back the other way, 1-on-3, but he was harassed the whole way up the ice and lost the puck. Colin Cross trying to deflect that one and could not. And here's a steal. Gerstein down the right wing. Drake shoots and he scores. Stony Brook on the board. Brandon Gerstein makes it 2-1. Saccone just tries to send it ahead, but Gerstein read it. Great play. Has some space there down the wing. Blocker side just under the arm of Richardson. So Stony Brook on the board. 14.5 to go in the first period. For Gerstein, that's his 10th of the year. He reaches double digits in goals. Colin Cross locked up in the corner. Now he's knocked to the ice, kicked back towards the point, shot deflects in, scooped up and held by Guadano. He'll hold on to it. 14:21 to go in period number 1. Farmingdale wins the draw. Murphiak tries to move it down. Puck comes towards the slot. Shot in, and I don't think Guadano knew where it was, but it was under him. He's got it. So it'll be another offensive zone draw for Farmingdale. And it came free in the slot. Shot blocked. Chipped up the boards. Murphiak trying to pinch in, but it was knocked out of the zone by Ketograd. Sent ahead. Taken away, Dixon ahead. D'Alessandro down the wing. Nice move to get in alone, and he scores. My goodness, what a goal from Nick D'Alessandro. 3-1 Rams. Good steal there by Jensen. Springs in D'Alessandro. And look at these moves. A nice toe drag there. In alone, a mini partial breakaway. And then goes to his backhand and roofs it. So Farmingdale responds right back. That one thrown off the boards. And Guadano had to sweep it away from his crease. Farmingdale keeping the pressure up here in the offensive zone. Chipped up ahead. Lena kept it in, and looks like we have our first penalty of the game, though, I believe. And I believe it's going against the Rams here, and James Jensen heading to the box. Stony Brook gets the first power play of the game. 2 minutes for roughing. So Stony Brook an opportunity here to bring it back to a 1-goal game. Face off one back. Brakia moves it. That shot, score! Right out of the gates of the power play. That's the response the Seawolves need, and they get it back within 1. Right off the face-off, Brakia moves it. Jack Mancini steps in, and a wicked wrister there. Not sure if it hit anything, but it finds its way through. Power play goal to make it a 3-2 game. .13:33 to go. Still here in period number 1, and both teams have found the net a couple times. DeAndrea already with one. Swings it towards the front. Good defensive play by the Seawolves, and they're out. Puck battled for in the neutral zone. Kicked on, and Lafada trying to step through. Kept in the zone. Lafada on it. Throws it down. DeAndrea behind the net. Centering pass got through and just sent wide by Lafada. He couldn't settle it initially. He tries to return it in front, and DeAndrea's stick was checked. DeAndrea takes a hit as he tried to keep it in. Poke down low. First one on it there is Joseph Castellano, tries to keep it moving. Goes around the boards. Manzi holds it in right point. Centering feed looking for the redirection. DeAndrea chipped it wide. Farmingdale with a good offensive zone shift here. Another chance. Lavoie stepping towards the front. Backhand. Say me. Where is it? And it is covered by Guadano. Good shift for the Rams. Unable to come away with a goal, though. Great shift by the DeAndrea Castellano Lafada line. But teams will make line changes, and the defensive zone draw one by Stony Brook. Ahead for Hallisey. He plays it and sends it along for Breaky, who dumps it in. They'll chase after it. Up the boards to Brakia. Holds it in. Dredd shoots looking for the redirection. Stick save made by Richardson. Puck tied up in the corner. Hallisey on it. Around the net. Looking for options. Just swings it towards the front. Stick save. Richardson. This centering pass off a skate. Cleared out to the point. Brakia tries to keep it moving. Almost chipped ahead for a possible rush. Instead, Hallisey keeps it going the other way. His pass across. Got through, but Farmingdale able to come back on the back check and thwart that. They might have a 2-on-1 if they push it. Donald Pace driving to the net. Pass gets through. Tried to go against the grain and the left pad save. Sent back in. Merviak on it as the Seawolves make a couple changes. Pace looking for Wadika. Pass was a bit too far for him, and Dwan on it. He's taken into the boards hard by Wadika. Puck under him. I believe he's a bit shaken up as well. And we'll have a whistle here. trainer comes out to check on Dewan. He's slowly trying to get up to his feet, and now we will. And from the Seawolves bench, looks to be okay after taking that hit from Wanaka along the boards. Stick in hand, and for a second it looked like he'd stay out there. I think he's just trying to skate it off. Now we'll head to the bench. Well, it appears to be all right. We're set to go. After the stoppage, Merviak on the faceoff wing for the Rams. Defenseman gets the blue line and sends it in around the boards and chipped out by Ryan Weinman. Seawolves trying to bring it in with speed. Weinman trying to drag it. His stick was slashed out of his hand, and penalty coming up here against the Rams as Farazi plays it. Slashing call upcoming. We'll see who gets the penalty. It looks like it's going to be Reed Facette. So a power play for the Seawolves. They scored just 4 seconds into their first one to bring the game back within a goal, and another opportunity to this time get it back to even. Faceoff will be to the left of Richardson. Farmingdale trying to clear it. They do, and the 2-on-1 developing. Here's Pace down the left side. Donald Pace sends a pass across, and Kevin Manzi, it just hopped his stick. Manzi makes a move, able to get back to his feet, trying to drag it to the front. A few Seawolves converged on him. And they'll reset behind their own net. Richardson left it for a teammate, now retrieves it again. Sends it ahead and pass up just past Edmonds. No icing, it was beyond the center red. Up the boards, held in by Brakia. Down the boards for Richardson. Tries to chip it towards the front. Backhand pass across, and what a save that was by Luke Richardson, as he was able to get across and make the stop. Good quick puck movement here by the Seawolves. Pass gets across. Richardson does as well, though, to make the stop. Still a 3-2 game. Still on the power play, though, are the Seawolves. Back to the point. Brakia. Mancini lines up a one-timer, but he fanned on it. Retrieves the puck now. In the slot. Throws one towards the net. Punched away by Richardson. Brakia down low. Coming to the net, Mancini. As this shot deflects and goes out of play. With 45 seconds remaining on the man advantage. And the line change coming up for Stony Brook. As the first unit wasn't quite able to get it done. A few good chances, a few good looks. Couldn't solve Richardson. So we'll try it again. This time face off on the right side, far side. Tied up. That shot almost got through. Rebound left there in the slot. Farazi able to take it. He stumbles down, but works it out of his own. Good effort. And Hallisey, first one on it, though. Half a minute to go on the power play. 9.5 to go, period number 1. Juan's trying to step through. His first shift since being shaken up on the last one in front of his own bench. Good to see him back out there. Edmonds settles it behind his own net. Almost turned it over there. The pressure turned up by Rabaric. And eventually Stony Brook, time for one last rush here in the final 10 seconds. Trying to tie the game. That shot, save made by Richardson. We're back to 5 aside. Better kill there, and that shot along the ice stopped again. Rebound came loose and played off to the corner. Now at the point, Edmonds gets it through. Richardson with a couple saves in tight and cleared out of the zone by the Rams. No icing. Birdie first one on it. Tries to play the cross. Only one. There was Jensen. Dixon's stick was tied up in front. Otherwise, he had a chance for a possible tap-in. Cleared out Just past Weinman. Merviak having a bit of trouble with it. He's helped out by Michael Malandrukalo. Plays it ahead. The pinch in there. Chips it back on for the Seawolves. Dumped ahead. First one on it. Brett Keitograd. He sends it ahead. And here's Jason Keitograd. Fanned on his initial shot attempt. And then the second one blocked. Breaking towards the net. High shot gloved and held by Luke Richardson. 7:46 to go in period number 1. Looks like there's a little chatter between the two teams after the whistle. Possibly penalties coming up here. Looks like it. Weinman's heading off and Malandrukalo's heading off to the penalty boxes for their respective teams. Looks like roughing calls. See if we skate for a side here. 7:49 to go in the first. As of right now, just only one penalty up on the board against Weinman. But it looks like it will be 4-on-4 hockey. And now both penalties up on the board, so a little bit more room on the ice here for the next 2 minutes. Faceoff will stay in the Farmingdale zone. Won by the Seawolves. That shot smothered and held by Richardson. And we'll do it again in the same spot. Faceoff won back by Stony Brook again. Shot towards the slot, deflects to the half wall. Mancini on it. Drags behind, tries to pass it out in front. And it was cleared away. Rams trying to bring it back up the ice. Pass on the wrong side of D'Alessandro. Seawolves take over again. Gerstein, he has one. Pokes it ahead. Couldn't pick it up on the other side. Lena swept it away. Gerstein centering pass. Knocked off a stick. Comes back to him in the corner. He's double teamed. And hit along the board. Still with it though. And was able to move it. Centering pass. That shot sticked away. Dixon tries to send it ahead. D'Alessandro is breaking up the ice. Dixon clears the zone, couldn't get it through, and we have another penalty coming up here. And so it will be a 4-on-3 coming up for Stony Brook. Another power play tonight as D'Alessandro heads off. Cross-checking the call. Minute 10 of 4-on-3 hockey, and then we'll get back to 5-on-4 for a little while. Face-off won by the Seawolves. They set things up. Richardson throws it across. Birdie for Richardson. Center point, that shot got through a few bodies, and Luke Richardson, the goaltender, able to find it. Pass across for Skylar Lynn. Pass return to him. Lynn moving towards the middle. Across for Birdie. Drek shoots off a body and wide. Now Steven Richardson around the net. Birdie. Lynn. Leaves it there. Gets some help from Edmonds around the net. Settles the puck down towards the center point. Now drops it off for Birdie. Returns it. Gets it back. Birdie, some room. Steps in. Tried to return it. Knocked the stick out of the hand of Pace. And it's knocked towards the point, so he won't be able to retrieve it. Stony Brook still playing catch. Birdie. Watch out. Richardson almost tripped over it. Stays on his feet, though. Back for Birdie in the corner. 5-on-4 hockey now. Richardson at the point. Back for Birdie at the half wall. Richardson, one-timer. Missed the net. And this one cleared all the way down. Half a minute to go on the penalty for Stony Brook. Richardson bringing it back up the ice. 5.5 to go in period number 1. Merviak around the boards. Edmonds will race over to keep it in. Edmonds to the point. Shot gets through right into the chest of Richardson. He's got it. 5:12 to go in the first period. 15 seconds on the Stony Brook man advantage. Both teams making a couple changes here prior to the face-off. Breakia coming in defensively for the Seawolves. They win the draw. It finds Breakia, right point. Down, return feed, steps in. That shot blocked. Comes back to him. Moves it down. Feed back to him. Save made. Rebound kept away, and we're back to 5-a-side. Strong kill there for the Rams after it got to 4-on-3. Eventually 5-on-4, and they're able to kill it. And now clear it out of the zone. Breakia back on it. Under 5 minutes to go in the first. Dwan ahead. Merviak steps up. Sorkin pokes it around him. Chipped ahead here. Could be a chance for Kevin Manzi down the slot. And the blocker save for Guadano. Brought back out by Birdie. Sent ahead. Chipped back along by Merviak. And this time Mancini settling it down. Takes it behind his own net. Restarts. Passes it ahead for Hallisey. He has to move it quickly. Taking a bump there as he chipped it into the zone with Sorkin. Farmingdale trying to catch Stony Brook in the change, but that pass will go all the way down. No icing. Hallisey racing up the left side into the zone. Leaves it for a teammate thrown towards the net. It slid all the way through. Richardson had to make a stop. Played towards the slot. DeAndrea will take it and skate back up ice. Birdie goes to the cross and sent ahead by Weinman. Deflected, no icing. Lena back on it. For Lavoie. Off the glass and out of the zone as he took a bump there from Kiedergrad. Around the boards, took a funny hop. Farmingdale racing to keep it in. They do, and a chance here towards the front on the backhand. Save made from Guadano. Ina held it. Fans on the centering feed. To the half wall. Kiedergrad tries to keep it moving. D'Alessandro towards the front. Dixon on the backhand. Save made from Guadano. 2:56 to go in the first. An exciting first period. Both teams a couple goals traded back and forth early on. Farmingdale was off to a quick 2-0 start. But Stony Brook was able to climb back into it, trading goals the rest of the period thus far. Richardson sends it in and will give chase. Manzi beats him to it. But had a bit of trouble with it, left it behind the net. Hallisey moves it. Richardson returns it behind the net. Hallisey leaves it for Edmonds. Struggles to find the puck. Now he gets in and moves it back to the point. Shot blocked by Dixon. And he'll start out. Tries to return it to Jensen. It was a bit too far for him. But followed up by Manzi into the zone. D'Alessandro couldn't handle it on the backhand. Chipped out. Sent ahead, Hallisey dealing with a ram there. Sends it ahead off of Edmonds. Drops it on the blue line for Richardson. And get a whistle. Was there a penalty or was it offside? I believe it was offside as they ruled Richardson just in and hold it in. So we'll get the face-off now just outside the Farmingdale zone. Dwan from his knees swings it back. Played ahead, Manzi on it. His pass up the ice to Flex. To Ferrazzi, rolling puck as he enters his zone. Gets around Lynn, takes it around the net, trying to settle it. Now he does, back to the point. Saccone steps in, fires wide. Manzi comes down to get it. Sends it across, past Saccone, he'll pick it up on the boards. Tries to swing it towards the front. It was blocked. Gets all the way through. Ferrazzi, tough angle, tried to stuff it in. And a save made. Manzi all the way across. 90 seconds left. Ferrazzi at the half wall. Turning towards the center point. Steps in, moves it down the wall for Manzi. Tries to play it towards the front and hit off the outside of the net. Castellano takes a big hit. Pass hits him and will be skated out of his own now by Gerstein. Brought back in for a chance here, just missing high. And it's cleared out of his own, and here's Ferrazzi in the final minute. Brings it ahead, tries to spin. It throws the brakes on, and his pass on the wrong side of his teammates. Trying for the center and feed, trying to get a good bounce there. But had no help from any teammates. Merviak kept it in. Second attempt, though, ahead for Dewan. His pass on the wrong side of the center will go down for an icing. 39.2 left in the period. So faceoff comes back down in the Seawolf end. Faceoff tied up, work back to the point. Merviak on the backhand, able to keep it in. Malandrukalo and Dewan get there at the same time. Poke deeper. Rams pushing for one more before the end of the period. Malandrukalo shot gets through. Save made. Rebound loose. Chip towards the far post. And Pace couldn't beat it in. Merviak towards the net. Left pad save by Guardano. Malandrukalo on it. 10 seconds. To the half wall. Dewan tries to play it ahead. Couldn't get it out. One more chance here. Shot deflects towards the net. Goes just wide. Pace swings it back out in front. That'll do it, though, for period number one. An exciting one. At least the first half, we had a bunch of goals there. Farmingdale leads it, though, 3-2. After jumping off to a quick 2-0 start, Stony Brook able to keep it tight. And that is the score after the first 20. We'll be back for the middle frame in just a few minutes here on LI Sports Network. Welcome back to LI Sports Network. Brady Campbell with you for the start of the second period here at Iceworks in Syosset, New York for Stony Brook University and Farmingdale State College. Empire Collegiate Hockey Conference Hockey, Division III, Stony Brook University, Farmingdale State College, Division II squad. First period ended in a 3-2 score. Christopher DeAndrea got it started from Lawrence Lena. Ian Rabarich followed it up from Kevin Manzi before Brandon Gerstein got Stony Brook on the board. Nick D'Alessandro with the quick response from Brendan Dixon to make it a 3-1 game before on the power play, Jack Mancini from John Brachia and Tyler Edmonds brought it back within one. That was all really in the first half of the period, and that's where we stand at the end of one. Start of two here. We're ready at center ice, and the puck is down. Rams now going left to right, Seawolves right to left. Seawolves in the red helmets, the navy blue jerseys with the white numbers trimmed in red, the red and white stripes going across the uniforms as well. Farmingdale in their home whites, Rams across the chest, green helmets, and the green and white stripes on the sleeves. As Duan takes it in the neutral zone. Jensen, though, on the back check, strips him of the puck. Mancini tries to bank that one in. It hit someone and went into the corner. Few players come together behind the net. Manzi on it. He was stripped of the puck. Worked around behind. And Gerstein knocked off the puck. And here is D'Alessandro trying to send it ahead. Knocked away, but then Jensen follows it up and chips it in. Walks up with Mancini behind the net. Mancini able to swing it around the boards. Manzi pinching in and keeps it moving. Jensen towards the point, just out of the reach of Dixon, all the way back down. Richardson waiting for his teammates, so leave it for Manzi. Pass all the way ahead, gets through everybody, no icing though, and DeAndrea, the first one on it. Knocks a player to the ice before stumbling down himself. Alesi tries to send it ahead, Steven Richardson on it. Feeds it all the way up the ice and deflected into the zone. Michael Malandrucolo. Pinned up against the boards. Stony Brook taking possession. That try out in front and the save by Luke Richardson. And cleared out of the zone. Hustling back on it, Brachia. DeAndrea, though, locks up with him. And from his knees, trying to move it. Murviak couldn't quite handle it. And Stony Brook will reset behind their own net. Ahead for Richardson. Tries to keep it moving. Sent ahead here. Could be a break for the Seawolves. Hallisey hustling after it. He'll settle for the outside shot and missed wide. Sent out of the zone by the Rams. And Mancini resets. Gets the return feed on the D-to-D pass. Up the ice for Richardson. Turns up the ice. Has a step. DeAndrea, though, able to thwart any possible fast break there. Lavoie pokes it to the corner. Kept moving, though, behind. Edmonds centering pass, and that shot might have called iron. Back to the point. Another shot attempt was fanned on. Cleared ahead. Chipped in by Lavoie. Chasing in after it in the corner. Trying for the centering pass. Blocked. Another try. Shot on. And a good save made there by Guadagno. Lena kept it in and swung it around the boards. Weinman behind his own net. Keeps it moving. Alesi pokes it ahead. At the blue line, held in again by the Rams and thrown behind. Guadagno, first one on it actually, and he'll swing it back around. Alesi tries for a reverse hit. Took the worst of it though, and Farmingdale keeps it moving. Wanaka, tough angle, fanned on it. His second attempt trying to just sweep it towards the net was thwarted as well. Donald Pace locks up to the boards. That shot into the glove of Guadagno. He's got it and he'll hold on. Shot coming from the outside there from Brian Slattery. So it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Rams in the near circle. One back for Manzi. Drag shoots and deflected up into the ceiling and out of the play. So we'll do it again. 16:22 to go in period number 2. Farmingdale tries to win the draw back. It does come back. Shot blocked. And the Seawolves trying to quickly move the pace up the ice. Dumped in by Keitograd. Well, they hop the stick of one of the Seawolves there. And here comes Wadika back the other way. 61 in white. Steps through in the corner now. Tough angle. Trying for the centering pass. Got through. And we get a whistle, kind of looked like before the shot even came on there from Pace. And now I understand why. I couldn't tell there from this angle, but the net did come off its moorings. Puck didn't cross the goal line anyway, but they reset the goal now, and we're set to go. Puck down, and Pace on it. Tries to center it. Knocked away from the net. Up towards the half wall. Kept moving. Manzi at the point, plays it down in the skates of Wadika. Pace keeps it alive in the corner. Back to the point. Manzi, delay penalty. That shot redirects wide, touched up, and there will be Farmingdale going to the power play now. First penalty of period number 2. Going against Brett Keitograd. And an interference call. So first power play of the game, technically for the Rams now. Puck down, loose in the circle. Finally poked towards the corner. Behind the net. D'Alessandro moves it for Ozzy, right point. Moving down the wall, centers it. Castellano couldn't quite handle it. Got the hustle, though, to keep it alive from Dixon. Moves it down the wall. Jensen returns it to him. Brendan Dixon for Ferrazzi in the corner. Centering pass all the way across, got through. Lavoie had to, D'Alessandro, though, had to dust it off there. By the time he got the shot on, it was blocked. Dixon. Centering pass blocked off and not able to be cleared. Ferrazzi on it, moves it quickly. Dixon all the way across. Jensen drags it. Move down for Ferrazzi around the net. Back out for Dixon. Center point. Drag, shoots, blocked. Still floats over to the slide, and no penalty called as and they score. It was a high stick, a missed call. Play kept going, and Farmingdale scores on the power play. Gerstein still down as he took a stick up high. Looks like this will count, though. James Jensen. A bit of confusion there on the ice. Gerstein still being looked at by the trainer. But they kept it moving. Dixon to pass across D'Alessandro in the far circle there. Moved it quickly for Jensen wide open for the tap-in. But it was basically a 5-on-3 at that point as Gerstein able to get back to his feet now and skate off the ice. And it will indeed be a goal, and that one right at the point of attack there, right in front of the officials. Seemed to be a missed call, but Farmingdale makes the most of it and leads 4-2. Can the Seawolves respond as they did in the first? Birdie tries to dump it in, could not. Cross on him. Keeps it moving. Hallisey down the wing. Merviak tries to poke it off his stick, but Hallisey kicks it to the corner. Picks it up. Drops it off. Centering pass. Deflects out towards the slot, and Farmingdale is out. Wanaka down the right wing. Tries the outside shot into the glove. Oh, Guadagno, he's got it. Just under 14 minutes to go. Period 2. Offensive zone draw coming for the Rams. Ferrazzi behind the net. moves it behind. Chipped along by Birdie. Thrown up the boards. Halsey tries to keep it moving. Castellano thwarted that play. Intercepted the puck and now has it. Tough angle shot goes through the slot all the way out the other side and knocked out of the zone by Edmonds. Manzi back on it. Keeps it moving. Sent ahead past everybody. And no icing on the play. And Ferrazzi first one on it anyway. Hits Manzi coming into the zone. Tried to throw into the far post. No one was there. Castellano with the hustle play to move it back around. Ferrazzi pokes it past Birdie. Castellano helps him there. Back to the point. Manzi shoots through a few bodies. Hit one of them. And clear back towards the point, but Manzi took it. Tried to step through a few Seawolves to no avail. Cleared out of the zone. Edmonds putting the pressure on Castellano, who had to move it quickly. That clearing attempt picked off. Stony Brook a chance here in the slot. And fanning on the shot was Sorkin, but he takes it around the net. Still with possession now, knocked off his stick at the half wall. Dwan back for Lynn, though, at the point. Returns it to him. Pass a little too hot for him to handle, though. Goes to the corner. And Facette able to poke it free and skate up the ice with it. Banks it all the way down, trying for the home run pass. It won't be an icing as it's played by Guadagno, and stumbling down to the ice, crashing into the boards was Mancini. And Farmingdale with a chance to take back possession in the slot. Turning shot by Lafada hit Mancini, who's still laboring a little bit, it appears. Richardson ahead for Sorkin. Seawolves are out. Dwan will reset. Looking for help. It comes in the form of Mancini there. Turning away from the forechecker. Up the boards. Dwan stepped around DeAndrea. Pokes it ahead. Hustling to it, though, and keeping it moving is Slattery. But kicked back all the way to the Farmingdale end. They'll regroup. Sent ahead for Nick D'Alessandro. Excuse me, that's Lavoie. He moves it on to DeAndrea. Tough angle shot. Hit a stick and went wide. Slattery hustling over to keep it in. Back behind the net. Mancini stripped of the puck. Rams with another chance here. Back to the point. Lena, time, room. His shot blocked. And the Seawolves cleared out again. Richardson throws it on from just inside the blue line. Sticked away. Rams take back possession. Lena dangerously in front of his own net. Able to step around the forechecker Kiedergrad. Throws it ahead. Right in front of the Farmingdale bench, they jostle, and eventually comes to Kiedergrad, who banks it in. First one on it here will be Jason Kiedergrad. Up the wall, Lavoie moving in. From the outside, that shot came and stick to the glass. Lafada for Lavoie. Tries to step through. Couldn't pick up the puck on the other side. A few players spill down. Move towards the point. We get a penalty call right as Michael Malandrukalo was about to walk into a shot. And it's going to be against Farmingdale again. Stony Brook back to the power play. Lavoie for hooking. So a chance here for the Seawolves to get back within one. 1 for 2 on the power play thus far. Face off won by the Rams behind. But get some forecheck there and a whistle. As the net came off behind Luke Richardson, the faceoff will come all the way outside the zone. So Farmingdale catches a break there. Faceoff tied up in the linesman's skates, eventually moved by Breccia across and dumped in by Mancini. 1:43 left on the power play. Halfway through period number 2, halfway through the hockey game as Farmingdale clears. And Mancini from his own end tries to bring it ahead. Pace didn't allow him to get through. Chipped it on, and now resetting is Gerstein back on the ice for shift after taking that missed high stick there, which led to the Farmingdale goal number 4. That shot off the glass. Able to keep it though. Breakia, left point. Down for Gerstein. Returns it. Breakia down low. Centering pass blocked by Merviak. Chipped around the boards. Richardson throws it behind. Return feed to the point. Breakia shot deflects towards the net, and they score! Richardson fell down on his back, and the rebound put in, and the Seawolves are back within the goal on the power play. Pass back out to the point there. Deflects off a few bodies. Richardson makes the initial save, but couldn't make the second one as the rebound tucked in. So Stony Brook back within 1, 9:18 to go in the second. The Rams trying to respond right back. Jensen fires a shot that goes wide. Edmonds from Breakia and Gerstein to get it back within the goal. Jensen chips it along. Dixon hustling after it. Gets it in the left circle. Plays it off the boards. Tries to center it. Gets through to the point for Manzi. Skates back to his forehand. Tough angle try. Deflects out of the play. And we'll see where the faceoff goes. They say it's deflected. It'll stay in the Seawolf end on the far circle there. Face off one back. Bouncing puck, though, for D'Alessandro. Couldn't settle it. Now he locks up with the puck along the kick plate. Kept in. Hallisey, though, now moves it out. Deflected into the zone by Dwan. Manzi on it. Quick turn behind his own net to escape the forecheck. Chipped on ahead, and we have a penalty coming up here. A tripping call against Stony Brook. And it will be against Skylar Lynn. Number 8 in blue heads to the box. So Farmingdale now will head to the power play, and they'll have a chance to get the 2-goal lead right back. That's how most of this game has gone. Both teams trading goals. Off the face-off, Dixon at the half wall, back to the point. Lavoie returns it for Dixon. Throws it behind. Jensen returns it for Dixon. Lavoie, center point for Ferrazzi in the corner. Moving back. Now center point, drifting with it. Down for Dixon, the far circle. Steps in, tries to move it towards the backhand. Puck slid off his stick. Still down on the ice is Guadagno. Finally gets to his feet. Castellano for Ferrazzi, spinning. Back to his forehand. Now for Dixon at the point. Down low. Tough angle try towards the front. Save made Guadagno, and he pokes it out of harm's way. Farmingdale with the steal behind the net. Centering feed, and they score! Ferrazzi, the one-timer. And the Rams go back in front by 2. The steal there. What a feed. A little saucer pass. Ferrazzi using the defender there as a screen, and is able to one-time it blocker side towards the far post. It's Andrew Malshaney who was screening Guadagno there unintentionally, but it did the job for Ferrazzi. So 5-3, Farmingdale. Now the Stony Brook respond after falling back down by 2. Power plays on both sides have been fairly effective tonight. This one comes back for Dixon, who waits on it. Shot, score! From the point, that's Merviak. Through a few screens, Farmingdale leads 6-3. Plenty of time to step into that wrister. And that puck has eyes. It just goes right into the top shelf. What a shot that was. Using the screens there to his advantage. And Farmingdale now extends their lead to 3. First 3-goal lead of the night. 7:07 to go in the second. Dwan keeps it moving here. Can Gerstein respond? Down the wing, takes a shot. Save made, rebound there, and another great stop by Richardson. Still kept in the zone. That shot from Manzini was blocked. Another pass towards the front. Intercepted and sent out of harm's way. Stony Brook, though, spending some time in the offensive end after falling behind by 3. Puck to the point. Shot into the glove of Richardson. He's got it. And here's a look at that last opportunity. Gerstein has a goal on the night. A bit bruised up as well. Trying to use the defender as a screen. Takes the shot. A good initial save. Followed up by Sorkin and a great stop on the rebound. This one held in at the point. Thrown back behind. Edmonds plays it off the outside of the net. Richardson returns it to him behind the net. Alesi in to help out. Back to the point. Mancini across. Shot into the chest of Richardson. He's got it. Good shift following the goal from Stony Brook. Unable to find the back of the net yet, but they will have the offensive zone draw after that shift. They'll make a few more changes, though, here. Puck tied up in the circles. A few players spill down off the draw. Puck thrown towards the front, blocked, cleared towards the slot. And just unable to hold it in was Birdie. And so Stony Brook has to tag up. Farmingdale with a bit of time. Not too much, though, with Slattery just able to keep it out of harm's way. Lynn steps up, takes a hit into the boards, right in front of his own bench, dumped into the zone. Lena moves it for Slattery. Chips it ahead, could be a breakaway here, as trying to pick it up was Lavoie. He will, and will throw it behind as the bouncing puck bounced a bit too far from him initially. The father keeps it moving. That one took a weird hop off the glass and gets past Lena and out of the zone. They're trying to catch Stony Brook in the change, but Birdie was able to get to the post there. This one chipped towards the net. Jensen racing after it. A little bit of trouble there for Guadagno. Centering pass blocked off. Stony Brook out of the zone. Nice move. They're in. Shot fanned on in the slot. The chance there coming from Weinman. Farmingdale able to exit. Dixon. Wyman loses a stick. That pass, a good feed there all the way across for D'Alessandro. Just hop his stick. He's on it here. Down for Jensen. Gloves it down in the corner. Tries to swing it to the front. No one there. Manzi fans on the pass. Dixon swings it towards the front. Loose puck, and D'Alessandro pulled it a bit towards the far post. Missed wide. Around the boards, Weinman turning and throws it up. Manzi fans on the shot attempt, but it finds the tape of Jensen, who scores. Excuse me, that is Dixon. That is Brendan Dixon, 16 and white. I should know because he's been lighting the lamp like crazy over the last few games. And that took a favorable bounce to him, and you don't want to leave him with that much time in the slot. What a shot that was. Farmingdale extends the lead to 7-3. Dixon, his 11th on the year. Tie up behind the net. Comes free to the corner. A few players lock up there. Puck along the kick point, and finally Stony Brook takes it. They'll skate it out. Nice poke by Mancini. He's in. Has a player driving towards the front. His pass got deflected. A strong defensive play. A little bit of a dangerous play as well. Meanwhile, Ferrazzi with the steal. He brings it in towards the slot. Ferrazzi around the net. Centering pass as Guadagno went down. But Stony Brook strong on their back check. Dumped in. Lena on it. Good feed up for Farazi. And he'll keep it moving for Facette. Pass just on the wrong side of Castellano. Facette tried to keep it moving. It's taken by Edmonds. And Tyler Edmonds moves it ahead for Stephen Richardson. But Colin Cross with a strong play to take the puck. Macheni will dump it in. 3 minutes to go, period number 2, and Farmingdale has opened up a 4-goal lead over the last few minutes. They clear it. Macheni found on the pass, sent ahead for Farazi. He deflects it in and goes for a change. Cross takes the puck away. Thought he was run into. Leaves it for Dixon behind the net. Thought about maybe trying for a Michigan move. Instead settles for the pass out to the point. Malandrukalo shoots. Save made in and out of the glove. Guadano played back. Malandrukalo again. His shot this time goes wide. Merviak on it. Throws it towards the front. And a tap-in goal for Brendan Dixon. And Farmingdale off and running here in period number 2. It's now an 8-3 game. Merviak, kind of a harmless shot there from the point. Gets through everybody right to Brendan Dixon on his backhand, and just able to beat Guadano there to the post to stuff it in. So an offensive explosion for the Farmingdale State Rams. As that one just offside. Merviak couldn't quite keep it. 2:09 to go in the period. Farmingdale trying to get another big win as they've been on a roll as of late. Trying to hit double digits in the win column at 9-3-2 currently. Merviak off the draw. Steps in, leaves it Malandrukalo. His shot blocked. Back on it. His pass attempt blocked. Comes out of his own. Stony Brook trying to push it ahead. They'll throw one in from range. Caught and held by Luke Richardson. So Brendan Dixon adds on to his tally. 2 straight for him. And now he's on hat trick watch. Once again, feels like we're saying that almost every game here. Slattery pins it behind the net. Final 2 minutes of period 2. Stony Brook trying to get on the board here and create some momentum going into the third. Puck tied up at the half wall. Finally, Lena comes away with it. Strong outlet pass ahead. Staying onside for Donald Pace, and his shot trying to use Mancini as a screen. Just went high. Behind the net it goes. Mancini throws it back around. Played ahead. Strong hit there. Thrown back towards the front. Wanaka redirected it back towards the front. Down on the plays. The goaltender as that shot went wide from Lena. And Guardano just starting to get back to his feet here. As that one thrown towards the front. It was picked off. And Breccia in the final minute tries to step through. Poked off his stick. And Wanaka back the other way. Moving down the right wing. Tries to drop it for Rabarich. Keeps it moving. Tries to swing it towards the front. And Stony Brook, 2-on-2. Could be 3-on-2 if they try to push it. Pass ahead for Dewan was picked off. Sorkin skates it in. Poked off his stick. Pace on it. Trying to step through and create a breakaway chance. Good hustle, though, from the Seawolves. Final 20 seconds. LaFada sends it ahead. Do the Rams have one more in them this period? Slattery down the slot. Save made. Rebound. And a poke check by Guardano. Knocked out here. 10 seconds to go. Stony Brook trying to send it ahead. Duan down the left wing. Knocked off his stick. Up the boards. Out of the zone. One more shot on goal. Patted aside. That will do it for period number 2. And Farmingdale comes alive, outscoring Stony Brook 5-1 in that period. They take an 8-3 lead into the final 20 minutes of play. We'll have that for you momentarily here on LI Sports Network. Welcome back for the start of period number 3 here on the LI Sports Network. Brady Campbell joining you here from Iceworks in Syosset, New York. Set to go. It's the Farmingdale State College Rams leading the Stony Brook University Seawolves 8-3. And there's a big second for the Rams as they got things started early with James Jensen bringing it to a 4-2 game. Tyler Edmonds, though, on the power play gets it right back. And it's a 4-3 lead for Farmingdale at that point, but Luke Ferrazzi and Arthur Mervyak combined for back-to-back goals, less than 30 seconds apart. And then Brendan Dixon tallies back-to-back, exactly 2 minutes apart to extend the lead to 8-3. That's where we stand. And Stony Brook's going to have to mount a big comeback here, down 5 in period number 3, to try and acquire their 10th win of the season. They're 9-3-0 in Division III Empire Collegiate Hockey Conference. Farmingdale 9-3-2 in Division II Empire Collegiate Hockey Conference action. Both teams in first in those respective divisions as we're underway for period number 3. Puck play down by a high stick for Farmingdale, and we get a whistle. Stony Brook trying to avoid dropping their 4th game of the season. For Farmingdale, trying to reach double digits in victories before their next game coming up on the 15th, 7:45 p.m. against the Ramapo College of New Jersey. Farmingdale defeated earlier this season. We'll look to beat them again as this turnaround try from Jensen was stopped with the blocker. Guadano kept alive in the zone. Brachia lost it. That one sent ahead all the way down, though. Missed, and it will go for an icing. So the faceoff will come back in the SBU zone. Faceoff will be to the left of Guadano. And one back by the Rams. Mervyak shot off the shaft of the stick of Guadano. Mervyak tries one again, throws it towards the front in the slot. Played down by Mancini. Up the boards. Kept moving by Lavoie towards the front. DeAndrea's shot attempt missed. Lavoie pulled down. That's a hooking call coming up here against Stony Brook. So Farmingdale will head to the power play. That's heading off on this one, Sean Brachia. At the very least, can run off 2 minutes of the clock. 2 minutes closer, that'd be to a victory. Could always try to pot their 9th of the night. They win the faceoff, throw it behind. Jensen to the point. Dixon, hat trick watch. Moves it for Nick D'Alessandro towards the front. His pass got blocked. Still alive in the slot. Finally taken away and just out of the zone. Dixon was able to knock it down but not keep it. Turning now past Sorkin and into the zone. Dixon looked like he wanted to try to split the D there. It was knocked off his stick. 30 seconds gone. Lavoie around the net. Cuts back at the half wall. Defender stumbles down, and he's going to step into a wrister. Save made. Gets his own rebound. Back out for Ferrazzi. Moves it back for Lavoie. Steps in. Far circle. Blocker save. And this one cleared out. Bouncing puck, but not all the way out. As keeping it in was Ferrazzi at the point. Quick puck movement. Dixon pokes it behind. Jensen tried to return it. It was picked off. Cleared up the boards. Ferrazzi kept it in. Played it off the boards for himself. Separated from the puck. Dixon trying to bring it towards the slot. This one cleared out as it hops the stick of Ferrazzi. And he'll pick it up in neutral ice. 45 seconds left on the man advantage. Ferrazzi down the wing. Takes it around the net. Trying to wrap it. And look out here on the Seawolves bench as it's cleared into the bench and out of play. 37 seconds left on the power play. 7:33 remains in the hockey game. Face off once again in the Seawolves end on the far circle. One back towards the point, but got through everybody all the way down. Richardson will leave it for his teammate in the corner. Stepping out from behind the net here, bringing it up. Lena ahead, poked on by Saccone. A little bit of trouble though in neutral ice. Gerstein poked it ahead, tries to give it a run, but he was knocked down. Lena will try the other side. Final 5 seconds of the penalty as he sends it in. Adano leaves it behind his own net. And we're back to 5-a-side. Good kill for the Seawolves. Through the head, and Gerstein skates. And the Seawolves ahead could be a little 2-on-1 here. Farmingdale hustling back as Mancini had it knocked off his stick. Thrown towards the front. Richardson got it with the blocker. Now Steven Richardson plays it behind the net. And Farmingdale has a chance for a break as they bring it in 3-on-1. Rabar Chwanika's one-timer denied. And from his knees swung it to the front. And another try stopped and deflects out of play. So both teams with a few chances over the last couple minutes here in the third period. But both goal leads equal to the challenge thus far. Another face-off in the Seawolves end, taken and thrown towards the front by Lavoie. Couldn't get it to go. A puck bounced towards the high slot, knocked out of the zone. Slattery plays it ahead, gloved in, and a nice drop pass there. Return feed, Lafada tries to center it, eventually gets through, shot blocked. Worked free and out of his own, chipped ahead, and it could have been a possible breakaway attempt, but losing his stick in the process was Brett Giedegrad. Slattery, D to D behind the net. And returns it back around. Murviak settles it, plays it up the boards. Kicked back, and Slattery tries the other side. Lavoie steps through, leaves it. Swung towards the front, sticked away. DeAndrea tries to play the head, but it was taken. And here come the Seawolves. That one moved quickly by Birdie. Sorkin dumps it in. Slattery gets to it first. Around the boards. Taken by Lavoie. Tries to send it ahead for DeAndrea. Chipped it into the zone. Gaudano out of his net to play it. And we have a whistle here. Looks like a penalty coming up. DeAndrea just getting back to his feet. And I believe, though, he's going to be the one heading off, and he is. 2 minutes interference is the call, so Stony Brook gets the power play. Chance to cut into the deficit here with 15:02 to go. These two teams will meet again in the new year. Not too far away now, February 8th, 9:30 p.m. Stony Brook will face Farmingdale State College. Faceoff comes all the way out of the zone, and so Mancini will bring it behind his own net and leave it there for Richardson. He left the puck behind. Ferrazzi stripped him and sends it down. Adano leaves it. Up with speed, Breccia into the zone. In the circle. Takes it behind. Moves it for Edmonds. Quick touch pass. And down low in the circle. Fed out in front. And that shot stopped. Played back towards the front through the crease. And no one was able to take it. Ferrazzi trying to move the puck forward. Rabarch takes a bump as he sends it in. 1:10 left on the power play. Richardson settles things down and leaves it for Jack Mancini. Weaving his way through the neutral zone, cutting towards the front. Mancini stumbling down, got a shot away. Denied Richardson. Puck still loose in front, and we get a whistle. As it looks like the net came off again. Slightly off its moorings there. It's a shame for Stony Brook. They still had a chance there right in front of the crease. But they'll have to settle for the offensive zone face-off. 13:53 to go. 51 seconds left on the power play. Lena doing battle and clearing it out as Hallisey couldn't take it from him. That one goes on goal. Godano sends it quickly ahead. Duan waiting for it at the Farmingdale blue line. Tries to chip it forward, but takes a spill. And Saccone, Birdie hustling to keep it in. But Facette follows it up and sends it the length. Lynn back on it. Skylar Lynn settles it behind the net. Fumbles it a little bit. Is able to move it ahead, though, for Sorkin. 15 seconds left. Stony Brook having trouble getting out of their own end. But we'll now have time for one more rush, under 10. Sorkin down the left wing. Taking it behind. Trying to center it. Couldn't. We're back to 5 aside. Another kill for the Rams. Castellano into the attacking end, plays it behind. Comes back to the point. Merviak holds it in, throws it towards the net, stick to side. Guardano centering feed. Dixon tries to stuff it along the post. Guardano held. Lynn sends it all the way ahead, off the stick of Duan. Merviak chips it on back. And moving it quickly is Birdie. But turned over. Castellano takes it, moves behind the net with it. Now to the corner, being pressured by Birdie. Turns, drops it for Dixon in the near side. Takes a sharp angle try. Almost caught. Guardano leaning just a little bit, but he holds his post and holds it. Stony Brook will make a couple changes here. 2 fresh bodies on the forward line with 12:10 remaining. Mashani around the boards. Almost a turnover there. D'Alessandro was hunting it. But brought in by Stony Brook. Spilling down to the ice, Aiden Latham. Dumped back in by the Seawolves. Merviak ahead off a Jensen stick. Played on, drop back now. And chipped ahead by the Seawolves. That one gets past Merviak, rolling down to Luke Richardson. He'll leave it for Manzi. Kevin Manzi, nice move there to shake free of the forechecker. And sent to the head, couldn't have been a breakaway for D'Alessandro, just out of his reach. He'll be the first one on it in the corner. Mancini, though, wrestled it away from him. Sent back towards the point. Jensen on it. His shot whistles wide. Merviak towards the front again off a skate. Came back to the near side post. D'Alessandro banks it off the outside of the post. Comes back towards the front. Lena shot finds its way through. Farmingdale gets the first goal of the third. Took about 9 minutes, but Lawrence Lena makes it 9-3. That pass towards the front hits off the outside of the net. He gets it center point. Has plenty of room there to take the wrister and finds its way glove side. That makes it a 9-3 game with 11:08 to go. This one bouncing in on Luke Richardson. He covers. So Lena from D'Alessandro. Breccia off the faceoff. Throws it behind. DeAndrea trying to chip it out. It eventually does come out. Richardson dumps it in. Lena chasing after it around the boards. DeAndrea tries to poke it ahead. Couldn't get it out first try. Second try will do. Lavoie trying to step through. And chipped out of the zone, or not quite. Hustling there to keep it in was Luke LaFada. Sent back up the boards. Hallisey just able to chip it out. And Slattery back on it for LaFada. Up ahead, Lavoie takes a shove as he sends it in. DeAndrea around the net. Throws it back around to the corner. Lena poked off his stick. Could be a fast break. Here it is, Hallisey. Sends it across. Richardson on Richardson. Pops the bottle and scores. Richardson on Richardson crime there. And Stony Brook gets one back to make it a 9-4 game. Good job by Hallisey to settle the bouncing puck. Defender came to him, feeds it, and Richardson has time there. A nice move to the backhand. And goes up into the toy department with it. So just past the halfway point of period number 3. It's a 9-4 game. Can Stony Brook build a little bit of momentum here? As that one sent all the way down, it'll be icing against Farmingdale. So Stony Brook gets the goal, gets an offensive zone face-off, trying to mount a seemingly impossible 6-goal comeback. Crazier things have happened, though. It is not an easy task, especially against these Rams. When they pull away in games, they often don't look back. Faceoff will be to the right of Richardson. Puck down, won by the Seawolves. Backhanded to the corner. One of the Seawolves lost their stick. That's Jason Kedegrad. Puck comes to the point, kept in by Mosheni. Manzi keeps it moving. Past the cone and kept in by Weinman. Puck behind the net. And the penalty coming up here against Stony Brook. Not what they were looking for. Farmingdale could get a retaliatory one. As Kedegrad knocked one of the Farmingdale players. Can't tell if it was Saccone or it might have been Lavoie. And Lavoie gets up and goes after Kedegrad behind the net and gives him a cross check. And I believe they're both getting sent off. And indeed they are. Excuse me, that's Justin Roth, 28. I thought it was 20. 28, Justin Roth gets up and gives a cross check to Kedegrad, so he'll say that as well. See if we skate 4-on-4 here. And it looks like we will. Richardson, Gerstein, two of the goal scorers tonight. The top 2 point getters coming into the game for Stony Brook out there on the 4-on-4. Some extra room out there for both teams. Manzi for Saccone. Look out, takeaway. Down the wing, Mancini track shoots, just missed that top corner glove side. Almost beat Luke Richardson to the punch there. Dump it in and Manzi on it. For Saccone. Doubles back. Sends it across. Manzi skates it ahead. Donald Pace drops it for him. Tries to keep it moving. Off a stick and into the corner. One poked ahead. My apologies. Both those penalties were 4 minutes here. So we're approaching 3 minutes remaining on both of them as that centering pass rolls to the front. And taken away by Stony Brook, and they're out of the zone. Here comes Gerstein, 1-on-3. Works to the slot, off balance, shot it well wide. Comes back for Mancini. His strike gets blocked, goes to the corner. Stony Brook making changes. Manzi sends it ahead for Wadika. While his team makes some changes, he dumps it in. Brendan Dixon, first one on it. Edmonds turning. Edmonds taken down in a penalty. Looks like we'll have a 4-on-3 here. Edmonds, the top point getter for Stony Brook goes down. And Brendan Dixon, his hat-trick watch will be put on hold at least for the next 2 minutes. Tripping. Second 4-on-3 opportunity here for Stony Brook. They had one earlier on in the first period. Watch out here, a chance to maybe grab a few goals to make it a hockey game. Saccone, though, wraps it around the boards, clears it out. Still 2-13 on the initial 2 penalties. 145 and counting on the latest one to Dixon, which will expire before the previous 2. Here's Sorkin. Over the line, down the right side. Saccone loses his stick. Allowing Sorkin a bit more space. Tries to center it. Pass was blocked. Lena locks up with Edmonds. Taken away, back to the point. Center point, dragging. Mancini for Edmonds. Left circle to the backhand. Around the net. Feeds it for Breakia, and his shot goes wide. Sorkin takes it, left circle, steps in, down for Edmonds. Return feed, bounces for Breakia. His shot on, stick to side, goes behind. Edmonds on it. Breakia again. Tries to drag it to the front, around the net. Centering pass blocked by Rabaric. But he lost it. Stony Brook maintains possession. As we approach 1 minute on the 4-on-4 penalties, here's Edmond back out in front. A chance along the ice pad, save and cleared by Farmingdale. Big kill, at least on that shift there. Not out of the woods yet, though. As Mancini over the red line dumps it in. Around the boards it goes and cleared all the way out by Merviak. Final 15 of the penalty to Dixon. Half a minute to go on the other penalties. Sorkin over the line, trying to make something happen. Steps in, tries to split the D, lost it. Edmonds backs it up. 4-on-4 for the time being. Across, Sorkin tries to step through, lost it. Dixon out of the box, takes it. Up the ice, steps through. Dixon on the backhand, into the glove and held by Guadagno. 9 seconds remain on the 4-on-4. 5:25 to go in the game. A 9-4 lead for Farmingdale State College. Puck behind the net. Merviak able to send it back to the corner as we get back to 5-a-side. Merviak kept it in again. Chipped out of the zone, brought back in, and then knocked right back out by the Seawolves. D'Alessandro around the boards, 5 minutes to go. Jensen behind the net. Tries to wrap it towards the front. Hit a skate. Came to Dixon. Back for Slattery. D to D as a player gets knocked down. We play on again as that shot was stopped and the rebound put in. That's a 10 spot for Farmingdale. As I believe that's Nick D'Alessandro, similar to one of the goals Farmingdale scored earlier. He was knocked to the ice, called up high, just skating off to the bench now. The Rams do get the goal, though. And for Farmingdale State College, it is double chilly as they hit double digits against Stony Brook tonight with still 4.5 to play. Saccone up the boards. Dump back around. Hallisey trying to get away, shake 2 defenders. He takes the puck back for Stony Brook. And he's knocked to the corner. As wouldn't you know it, I couldn't tell exactly which number it was. It was Brendan Dixon on that far post to tuck it in. That's a hat trick. Once again, as that shot swallowed up and held. And Brendan Dixon now, it's a 3-spot tonight. 13 goals on the year. And that leads the team. He's the only Ram to be in double digits thus far. Joseph Castellano does have 9. Noah Lavoie has 8. James Jensen has 7. This one cleared to the point and out. And a 2-on-1 here. Down the wing. Pass across, one-timer, didn't go. Couldn't tell if it was stopped or not. As that pass across, Merviak steps in, feeds it across. Good defensive play there by Richardson. Comes back to the point and out. Here comes Farmingdale as they reset. Down the wing, Farazi with 3.5 to go behind the net. Farmingdale well on their way to improving to 10-3-2 on the year. As they created a bit of a win streak for themselves as Sorkin steps in. Tries to go behind with it, but he's pinned. And Farmingdale back towards the point. That shot along the ice skipped just wide. Manzi around the boards. Castellano locks up. And Merviak able to skate into it and chip it ahead. Farmingdale looking for 3 consecutive victories. As Lavoie trying to step in. Couldn't. Poke back. Keeping it in. Hustling there along Selena. Scored the first goal of the period. And he retrieves that one back for Slattery. Gets the red line. Lost the handle. And we'll just reset and throw it back. Lena. Up ahead, Gary Brakia. And here comes Hallisey. Brakia down the slot. Couldn't quite handle the bouncing puck. Kept in the zone, at least initially, but now sent back out. Farmingdale trying to send it ahead. Big hit there by Lavoie. On Jason Todorovic. This one dumped in. Under 2 minutes to go. DeAndrea cuts back. Centering pass. And Pace had his stick checked as he went to let it go. Centering feed picked off. Todorovic trying to clear it. Could not. Second attempt for the Seawolves will get out. Hallisey plays it ahead. Latham touches it back on, but it was poked out. Good play by Slattery. 80 seconds to go. Slattery floats it ahead. Could be a chance here. Colin Cross takes it. His shot whistles just high as he was trying to pick that corner. Saccone just off the bench. Tried to go D to D to Slattery. Hit his skate and goes behind the net. Halsey trying to play it. Final minute of play. 10-4 Farmingdale as they look to close this one out on a strong note. Weinman lost it. Ahead for Pace. Backhands it ahead. Weinman plays it forward. Chip back up the boards. Close to too many men, but Stony Brook able to narrowly avoid that penalty. As in the slot, Saccone whistles one high. Half a minute to go. Pace around the board. Up ahead, Hallisey chips it up the glass. Saccone holds it in. Throws it back down to the corner. Cross. Wanaka centering pass. No one there except for Weinman. Sends it ahead. Strong defensive play though, and the Rams are back out. Brakia sends it back in the final 10. Luke Richardson, another solid performance. Leaves it behind his net, and that will do it. A strong victory tonight for the Farmingdale State College Rams. 10-4 over the Stony Brook University Seawolves. And for the Rams, they improved to 10-3-2 on the year. Pick up points 21-22 and will maintain their lead in the Empire Collegiate Hockey Conference Division II. A bit of a hiccup here tonight for the Seawolves. That'll drop them to 9-4-0 on the season. Will remain at 18 points. And we'll see if that's still good enough to maintain their spot in first place for the Empire Collegiate Hockey Conference Division 3. A strong performance, another hat trick tonight from Brendan Dixon. Farmingdale State College reaches 10 goals. It was back and forth throughout, but in the later half of that second period, the Rams take control. Pawed a couple in a row to really take this game into their own hands and never looked back. These two teams will meet again all the way in 2025 on February 8th. And meanwhile, for these Rams, 7:45 p.m. on the 15th versus the Ramapo College of New Jersey against the Roadrunners. You can see that here on LI Sports Network. But for everyone here at LISN, including Rowan Laddick here tonight on camera, I'm Brady Campbell signing off from Iceworks in Syosset, New York. The final score, Farmingdale State College Rams 10, the Stony Brook University Seawolves 4. Thank you for tuning in to LI Sports Network, and have a good night, everybody.